Okay, that symbol on top is called the yin yang. Yin yang is like an ancient symbol of harmony. It's the good versus the bad, and then the joys and the challenges in life, it balances, right? Now, same thing with math. There are the negatives and the positives. You add them together. If they're exactly the same, the positive and the negative could go down to zero, right? And it eliminates something, and we're going to use that idea in solving for systems of equations using addition. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, so today we're going to study the methods of solving systems of equations. There are three. We've learned about graphing, we learned about substitution. Okay, look at our previous videos if you want to review these two. Today we're going to move on to addition and elimination. Let's just have a quick review. So remember, in graphing, what did we do? We did the red line, and then we graph the blue line wherever they meet. Okay, it's a visual representation. You see that that is the solution. And in substitution, right, since the y is equal to an expression, and then the y on the other side is equal to another expression, we equate them to each other, or we substitute them. Okay, once you make an equation, then you can solve for x, solve for the other variable, then you got the solution, then you check. Okay, today we're going to study the process called addition or elimination. So we will eliminate either the x or the y. Okay, how do you do that? Using addition or elimination. Then the process is the same as the previous. You will solve for a variable, then the other variable. You got your solution, then you're gonna check. Okay, let's go to the following examples. So let's read this. What happens when you add the opposite of a number or a term? Okay, so opposite is just getting the negative of the other number, or the opposite. So if you're already a negative, the opposite is a positive 9. Guess what? It cancels out and becomes a 0, right? The opposite of a positive x is a negative x. Add them up, add them up, that cancels out and becomes a 0 again. The opposite of positive 7x is a negative 7x. Add them up, it becomes a 0. They're eliminated. Okay, so the opposite of a negative 1 half is a positive 1 half. Y, of course, add them up, it cancels out and becomes a 0. So these are the steps on how to solve using the addition method. Number one, write both equations with x and y variables on the left of the equal sign and the constants on the right. So your equation should look something like this. 3x plus 5y is equal to 9. Okay, the x and y's are on the left side, and then the constant alone on the right side. Okay, if it's not, move them around. Now move them around. Okay, next, write one equation above the other. So if you have the second equation, write it directly below. So let's say the blue one is my second equation. I could write negative 3x, let's say, minus 10y equals 21. All right, something like that. Okay, so again, first on top, the second below. Again, look at this. The x's in one column, the y's in one column. And then we will proceed now by eliminating one variable. How can you eliminate a variable? Okay, check this out. Here, it's obvious because one is a negative 3, one is a positive 3. That's eliminated. So you got rid of x. Okay, so you're now solving for the y. What will you do next? You will add these two. Add the top and the bottom. Add the top and the bottom. Add it, add it. So that's going to be what? Negative 5y. There you go, negative 5y. And then is equal to 30. Okay, so what's next? So guess what? You'll just be solving for the y. You will solve for the variable. Okay, and then you will solve for the other variable. And then you will substitute to check, and then if you're correct. We'll explain that more later. But the most important thing is how to set up the equation, how to position, and how to eliminate. Now let's look at this first example. They made it easy for us first. Why? Because look, the x and y's are on the left. X and y's are on the left of the equal sign, and on the right side are the constant. Okay, constant. So they made it easy for us. It's already set up. Next, look, then you're gonna what? Put one on top of the other. There's already set up for you. Put a line over there. But they made it easy for us again because one is negative, one is positive. See that? That cancels out. So what happens now? I will add the top and the bottom. I'll add the top and the bottom. Forget x. I'm done with you, x. 2x plus 1y is 3y is equal to 3 plus negative 1 is a positive 2. Okay, see that? So that's what they're doing here. That's what we did. Okay, now I want to get the value of y. I want to get the value of y. What do I do? What I get the value of y? Divide by 3 on the right, divide by 3 on the left. That cancels out. Therefore, y is equal to 2/3. Okay, now I know the value of y. Since I already know the value of y, I could substitute it. Remember, the value of y a while ago was 2/3. 2/3. Okay. So use one of the equation. One of the equation is negative x plus y equals 3. So let me now substitute. Instead of using y, I write 2/3. See that? Instead of using y, I use 2/3. Okay, where did I get that? From here. Okay, so x minus 2/3, how do I get rid of that? Plus 2/3 on both sides. Oh, that's a positive. So minus 2/3 on the right, minus 2/3 on the left. 3 minus 2/3 is 7/3. Get rid of the negative. Divide by negative, divide by negative. X is equal to negative 7/3. All right, so that's the value of x. And a while ago, we already got the value of y. All right, what do I do next? Put them together. Ux go there. Uy go there. All right, this is now the solution. If you're going to graph it, that's where they're going to meet. Okay, now, we want to check if the solution works. Use one of the equation again. So x, plug in the x, which is negative 7/3. Plug in the y, 2/3. 2 times 2/3 is 4/3. We want to know if they are equal to negative 1. The left side, just add them together, is negative 3/3. That is it equal to negative 1? Is it equal to negative 1? The left side is equal to the right side. It's true. Therefore, our solution works. So this is our correct solution. Now, analysis of the solution, if we want to be sure, if you graph those two equations, remember that's our first equation, this is our second equation, and where did they meet? Correct. This is where they met. It works. That's another way to check. If we look at this example, the x's are positioned and the y's are positioned correctly. And then the constant is on the right side. This is the x and y's. This is the constant. Okay, they're already set up for you. Easy. Next, look at anything I can eliminate. Is it the x? No, I can't because the numbers are different. But this one I can eliminate. Positive 8y and you negative 8y, I can cancel you out as 0. So what remains now is what will I do? I will add the top and the bottom. I will add the top and the bottom. That becomes negative 5x, correct? Equals negative 10. All right, so we're down to this one now. Let's rewrite it. Negative 10. So I want to solve for x. The next step is divide by negative 5. Divide by negative 5. That cancels out. X will be what? 2. Positive 2. There you go, positive 2. You're not asked to solve for y, so we're okay here. All right, which statements about this system of equations are true? Check all that applies. Okay, let's go through all the process before we see which statements are true. Okay, if you look at this, all right, they're already arranged for you. So that means you can cancel the what? The positive 2x and the negative 2x. That cancels out. So what remains would be the y's. Okay, see those y's? And the constant on the right side. That means I can add them. Okay, 7 minus 7, negative 7 plus 11 is 4y. Okay, equals, what do I have? Negative 12. Okay, so let's solve for value of y. Divided by 4, divided by 4. That cancels out. Y is equal to negative 3. So we're done with the y. Now we will solve for x. Solve for x. Use any of the equation, which is the easier one. We could use the first or the second. Let's try the second, maybe the second. Negative 2x plus 11y equals 1. Since we already know the x, I mean the y, so write negative 2x plus 11 times what is our y? We already know the y, negative 3 equals 1. So negative 2x minus 33 equals 1. Okay, what's next? Opposite of minus 33 plus 33 plus 33. That cancels out. Negative 2x is equal to 34. Okay? Opposite of that, divided by negative 2, divided by negative 2. So the answer is x is equal to negative 17. All right? So now we know the x and the y. We can combine them as the solution. X goes first, negative 17, comma, negative 3. Now, let's see from the following which is true. The variable x was eliminated. Yes, we did that. The variable y will be eliminated. No, we didn't do that. The sum of the system is 4x plus 12. Did we do that? Yes, over there. See that? 4x equals 12 when we added them. Correct. Now, x is equal to 17. No, it was negative. See that? So, not you. And y is equal to negative 3. Yes, we did that a while ago. Check. There are infinite number of solutions. No, there's only one solution, which is negative 17 and negative 3. All right. So not you. So there are 3 answers for this question. Okay, so now what is the value of x in this system of equation? Our answer should be a decimal rounded to the nearest tens. Let's go through the process, okay? So guess what? It's already arranged wherein the x and the y's are on the left side, the x and the y, and on the right side of the equal sign is the constant. Okay, we're good. So, but it's obvious I can now eliminate this and that, right? So we're good with that. So goodbye x, I can now solve for the y. Negative 12 and positive 2 is negative 10y equals, add the positive and negative, 40. Okay, next step, I want you y to be alone, divide by negative 10, divide by negative 10, y is equal to negative 4. All right, so now we know the y. Step 2, I substitute. Substitute y. Now, I have equation 1 and equation 2. Choose any of those equations. Let's say I want to use equation 2. I want to use equation 2. Okay, so let's copy that first. 5x plus 2y equals 48. Now, substitute your y. You already know the y. 5x plus 2 times negative 4 equals 48. All right? 5x plus negative 8 equals 48. Opposite of negative 8 is plus 8 on the left, plus 8 on the right. That cancels out. 5x is equal to 56. All right, so let's continue here. 5x equals 56. Let's do the opposite of times 5 divided by 5 divided by 5. X is equal to, oops, it's not going to be exact. You can get your calculator now. So 56 divided by 5 is 11.2. 11.2. Is it a decimal rounded to the nearest tens? Yes, it is. So that's our answer. But guess what? What will be my solution? These two. So put them together, 11.2, comma, negative 4. So the two lines will meet at this point. Okay? How do you know if you're correct? You could do checking. Check. Okay, how do I do that? Use any of the equation. I want to use equation 2 again. All right, so let's use it. 5x plus 2y equals 48. 5 times 11.2 plus 2 times my y is negative 4. Is it equal to 48? Question mark. All right, so if you multiply 11.2 times 5 is 56 plus negative 8 equals 48. Okay, opposite of minus is plus 8 plus 8. That cancels out. Okay, 56 equals 56. So it's true. Okay, guess what? We just use equation 2. You can also use equation 1. Let's just show it. Okay, I can check by using equation 1. Negative 5x minus 12y equals negative 8. Negative 5 times 11.2 minus 12 times our y is negative 4. Is it equal to negative 8? That's what we want to know. If you multiply 5 times 11.2, that's going to be 56. 56, but negative. Negative and negative is positive 48 equals negative 8. Left side is negative 8. Right side is negative 8. Again, it is a true statement. Okay? So for the checking, it guarantees that our answer is correct. Okay? Okay, so for this problem, again, they set it up easily for us already because look at this. You can eliminate the positive 2y and the negative 2y. Okay, so add the top and the bottom. Negative 9x is equal to 54 minus 18 is 36. Okay, and then get rid of times negative 9 divided by negative 9 divided by negative 9. Cancels out. X is equal to negative 4. Okay, but that's not what I need. I need a y. So in that case, I can now substitute x equals negative 4 to either equation 1 or equation 2. Let's say I want to use equation 1. So negative 6x plus 2y equals negative 18. So instead of writing x, I will write what? Negative 4 plus 2y equals negative 18. 6 times 4 is 24, positive, plus 2y equals negative 18. Next, subtract 24 on both sides. That cancels out. 2y is equal to negative 42. See that? Next, divided by 2 cancels out. So finally, y is equal to negative 21. So we're done. We got the value of y. Let's just continue the whole process. So our solution would be what? The solution, put them together, negative 4, comma, negative 21. That's the solution. Okay, just to check if it also works. So a while ago, we used equation 1. Let's use equation 2. Negative, we'll now use equation 2. Negative 3x minus 2y should be equal to 54. So negative 3 times, what is our x? Negative 4. Minus 2 times y. What is our y? Our y is what? Negative 21 equals 54. Okay, this will be negative 12 minus, oh, this is positive 12. This is negative and negative, positive 42 equals 54. Add them up, 54 equals 54. So that's true. Let's see if it works with equation 1. Negative 6x plus 2y equals negative 18. Negative 6 times negative 4 plus 2 times, what is our y? Negative 21 should be equal to negative 18. 6 times 4 is 24, positive. 2 times 21 is 42, negative. Okay? Negative 18. Add a positive and a negative. Negative 18 equals negative 18. So it is a true statement. Again, we are right. Okay? So that's it. That's how you use addition. It's easy, right? So remember, people, results is equal to action plus motivation. Good luck.